150 hours in. Okay. Well, it's been a while since I've been broadcasting. I've been just playing the usual, Crossout, whatever else. Recently I've been playing this, No Man's Skies. It's a pretty cool game. Been slowly figuring out some of the stuff in it. So far, this game's been perfect since when I started, because I haven't really played it until now, recently. I've noticed certain loops in it, though. Let's see what the settlement wants right now. Then more happy or less happy? Okay, more happy, I guess. Alright, so this place isn't getting attacked, which is good. I got one of the bug helmets, which I think I got most of them. Let's see. Yeah, I probably should go stash those. Bring those parts on me, probably not. Alright, so I probably should go to each one of my mines and then go from there. Now, no expert by any means. Okay. Solar mine, sure. Yeah, just a few things I've learned so far. Like I'm not building underwater again. So how's this place doing? It must be nighttime at the moment. Because underwater would be great if it didn't do this weird stuff. So I'm supposedly in a building, but it's acting like I'm not. Yay, silver, which now I know is completely useless. So I thought I was going to start farming gold and silver, making platinum. And then it turned out I don't really get a lot of nanites out of it, so I'm still better off getting runaway mold. So I can still sell the silver and gold, but I wanted to farm stuff when I was offline, but I guess not. Okay, gold mine. Yeah, part of me thinks this screen kind of sucks. I guess it is what it is. Some gold. And the way I did most of my bases, it's pretty much a bunch of batteries, then solar power, but I wish there was other options in this, like wind powered or water powered. Kind of cool. The alternative to doing this is finding an electric spot. I'm just too lazy to do that. It looks like one solar panel can power one of these, so... And the only reason I have a bunch of these is because the building blocks I used, they're power hogs. So I'm probably supposed to build out of these, which are only like 10 energy, right? Yeah. And the ones I used, they're 5 energy. So 2 of these is not the same thing as the other structure. To have the same type of shape, it'd be what? 5 times 9, 45 energy? Yeah, it doesn't really compute that well. They should have actually had these 1 energy apiece, but it's whatever they... This is too much. It is what it is, I guess. So under there, I just have batteries. That's all it's under there. Okay. And usually I have to refill my stuff by using these. The energy drain is massive because of this structure. So otherwise, add functions during the day, but you still need a battery supply for that. This base is insufficient because of the structure. A bunch of mine, they're fine. Day-night cycle doesn't matter. Yep. As soon as I walk out this door, I'm gonna get attacked by sentinels. Yep. Fun planet. So that's power in this place. Fully charged. Yep. During the day, it's fine. Gathering this from this place, gold from the other place, silver from that place. On to the next one. Which right now I have all these bases set up so I can check them once a day. So cobalt, I don't think I checked yet. Which cobalt I'm only mining for ion batteries, I think, to recharge all my resistances. So I don't have to carry around the individual resources to recharge them. And all these different mines is just to cut out the whole mining resources. So always you have to go find a mining node and mine that out for like, I don't know, 10 minutes or less. This way I just hop in, gain resources, do whatever I want for the whole day or whatever. It's like my brother has to do a copper mine because he just keeps mining copper for I don't know what reason. When I just show up and gather it and be done. It's like gathering this much, it'd take you all day, so dumb. So we restocked in 22 hours. So rusty metal next. And that was the most efficient base. It's just blank blocks, batteries, solar panels, and just the miners. No structure. No actual energy drained from a structure. Also, it's not toxic or cold or whatever planet. So I'll probably be going back to that one anyway, because I think that planet has a special ship on it. S-class. So might as well show that, because it's the only special ship I've found so far. Metal, cool. Now the only reason I get this stuff is because for every one of these you get 2 fire dust, and fire dust you build everything with, so I'm covered that way. And I turn fire dust into pure fire. And I'm just gathering the ultimate version of fire rate, so I don't have to mess with crafting that further. Yep. Which most of the planets I built on, it's pretty much because I found something on them. Let's see. Or there's no fauna, so I don't have to worry about that. Why'd I build here? It's nothing, I guess. Alright. Which I'll tell why I actually build on plants with nothing on it. So I listed that. Copper mine. So this is the first mine I made. I'm like, I need copper, so that's what I did. And so far I've noticed all you need is really 4 of these. If you add more, it adds some output, but not a lot. So it's more cost effective just to have 4. That's my opinion. There's that one base, the gold one. I have a bunch of these that just knocked up to 1,700, and I have like close to probably 20 of these there. So whatever works. And I gotta switch my tool. Now this mining node is a B. Just, yeah. You could have an A or an S, but works good enough for me. So. Okay. And like most, it's just a bunch of batteries, solar panels on top. Which I probably could put solar panels on top of those. Alright, gathered copper, good. Which I get every 24 hours. That much. Okay. Nice fire rate. As eventually I plan on building a lot of stuff, but right now I'm just gathering. Yay, chromac metal, which you need for like everything. So looks like all my stuff's good, more or less. I'll convert some more of that. Now what I've noticed is I'm mining a bunch of stuff that's useless, only for building. That's all it's useful for. I want to start making actual recipe stuff. It's a lot of different stuff I gotta gather. Like I said, I've only been playing this for a very short time, versus it's been out for a lot of years. Like phosphorus, I probably should start gathering. Now making a farm, that didn't really seem cost effective to me, but maybe later on I might. Yep, all this cool stuff just to get money. It's more or less. Okay, so that's all that stuff. That's that starter base they wanted everyone to build at the beginning tutorial. Here's my second base. Let's go to that. It's a learning curve, more or less. And luckily this one has runaway mold, so I gather that here. And one of the guests, I forget which one. What did I stash in here? Oh yeah, all the ship parts I actually collect. So I'll be getting that in a little bit. Once I get runaway mold, I'll go show I get all these parts. Okay, so this one, I haven't really used this. Yep. I started doing this stuff, which was neat, I guess. Gathering trash and removing it. Also stashing resources on here, because why not? But most of the time I'm running a Minotaur so I can scan planets for distress signals. And it keeps going back to this because it wants me to go fight some kind of arena league stuff. Okay. Why is this damaged? What type of fight were you in? So I need acid. What does that take? I don't remember the last time I was fighting anything with this guy, so that's weird. I need one of those. And acid, what does that take? Okay, the way I've noticed this thing, the last thing you make is usually at the top. Okay. So I need Mordite and Fungal mold is from here. Okay. It's weird. What's the last thing I fought? What was that? A giant bug that attacked the settlement, maybe? I don't know why you're so damaged, though. Maybe one component, but not all of them. Alright, let's see. fungal cluster. I think that's what I need. There's another one that way. That's closer. Sweet root. No, that's not it. 600 units away. Okay. And there's the runaway mold. Let's go get that first. And a lot of the time I come back to this planet for carbon. Most of this stuff is. And I don't think there's a real predator on this planet, so it's pretty good. Okay. Running old. Yep. Make sure I got my gun. Good, good. So that small cluster almost gave me 10,000. Cool.
Technology recharge.
And that'll give me about 400, then I gotta restart it. That's a lot easier than collecting 10,000 silver, 10,000 gold, and then only getting like, I think it was 250 after making platinum. Okay. So. Driving other markers. So I can head back. Yep. So how far is that? So whatever. I'm gonna need a bunch of this, aren't I? I think it said like I need 600. Yeah, I think this one is. Yes, I'm only halfway.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
So, yep, 500 nanites, sweet. And begin that.
Technology recharge.
Should be another 500.
Technology recharge. Oh, more date. So I guess I'm going to have to kill some animals. It's either that or you farm it, I guess. Alright, let's see. How many missions do I have to cull animals? Yeah, you should do. Looks like I have to feed a bunch of animals. Alright. There you go, buddy. I swear I'm not going to kill you because you're a tiny little dog animal. Okay. Now you... Wow. Some of these animals are really freaky looking. That's not my favorite. These dog guys are nice. Yeah. Should I switch to my shotgun, make it painless? I don't know. Now, if you feed these guys, they'll produce feces or what's it called? Oh, there it is. Osium. Well, there's another weird animal on this planet.
here, buddy. There you go. Yes, you and your weird face. So I'll probably go to my first base. I don't like any of those on that planet. Here, buddy. Wait, I don't know that rock. It's weird. So I have 3 animals. All right. Go back here. There you go. What do you want? There you go, dog. Okay, so that mission's done. So I still need to feed. Maybe I'm done. There's the best way to do missions is you just stack them. You're all done at once. Like I should go catch some common or uncommon fish. And the settlement should be good for like an hour or 2. Industrial waste is stuff to do, but I'm not going to do that this time. Advanced sentinels. Okay. Alright, so I'll go to my first base, kill some animals, get some more date from that. So that's what I built here. I like all the animals, more or less. He's fine. Birds you can't really tame. Kind of bugs me a little bit. Crab monster, yay. It's alright. It's got a fin, cool. Yep. And I have one of these as a pet. And then the small dog monster, which apparently I didn't find an underground animal. Which is probably a pineapple or something like that. So I usually don't find underground animals. I can get a bunch of nanites, but sometimes it's like, nope, I'm done on this planet, let's go. What is this? Toxic, I'm guessing. You can gather a certain type of gas here. I think you can gather certain types of gas on cold planets. Should I stick it in this one? Just need power, and there it goes. Which I only need nitrogen for like 1 thing so far, so not really important. Alright, starter base, get some more dike. build a basic house. I'm like, okay, I just started this. Let's go. And it's funny. 1 floor, 3 walls, a door, and a ceiling. Eventually I'll have to move this base or leave it so I know where I started, I guess. Yep, and I built this ship from a long time. I was actually getting a lot of parts. Okay. Let's go on a killing spree to get more date for repairing my Minotaur. Yay. Take that. Now, one thing that bugs me is, you know that one, right? There's a variant that's shorter and stuff. But, yeah, this guy over here, he'll still look like this giant one in the arena. Because I had a trike the same way. I wanted it to look like that, and it was still one of these giant things. Also, another thing I noticed in the arena, if you change your animal's color, it's still the original color of whatever you captured. So I don't need much more date. And I started with this guy here. Kind of cool. What's else on this planet? A seahorse, cool. Can't tame that. Underground pineapple, yep. Crab monster, cool. Night bird you can't really tame. Bunch of cool stuff here. If we could tame fish, it'd be different, I guess. And that's pretty cool. Nice. The only good thing about this game is each planet's got different stuff. And most of them have tiny heads. Yay. Well, that's what you'll look like in an arena. Even if you get the short variant. So much more mode I need. Let's make the acid. And my exosuit should be over here somewhere, I think. Alright, so that's repaired when I want to use it. I'm guessing his AI is off because it's annoying when he's walking around. Yeah. Alright, so I did that, repaired that guy because it needed to be done. Should probably go stash those. And then I'll go show where I got the S-Class ship. Tells you how long I haven't been here. Okay, that's charged. I can go. Yeah, might as well go there. Which looks like the star bases. The current one you've been on is usually at the top, and then the last one you've been on is at the bottom. So if you lose track of where you've been, it's usually the current one, the previous, and then the very last is like you've never been there for a while. Now me playing this game, I know I'm going to get lost in all these different stars and stuff. I'm like, have I actually explored this? I know it says I visited it, but I can turn in those missions, so I'll do that as long as I got space. Yeah. These are all the little Corvette parts I've gotten so far. And I might as well summon mine. Let's see. Oh yeah. That weird stuff. I'm always trying to get the flying stuff even though I can't. It's just, it is what it is. Alright. Got a couple guns. Got the first cockpit on. Cargo container, so I can have the most on it. I probably could make this bigger, but right now it's fine. And right now I pretty much have just storage in it so I can access my stuff pretty much anywhere. There's some in the ship, I'm like, oh, I want this out of there. So that's how I see it. It's like a mobile base, more or less. And you can do these missions for... I do have to catch uncommon fish. Which I probably could go do that. Is there a suitable planet on this? Maybe. Yeah, it looks like I might have water on it. That's all you do. You go and do whatever they want. Like, this is... I think it was like 28 hazardous flora. I've done it once. It's kind of annoying. Oh, it just changed. It changes every 10 minutes, I think they said. So, let's see. 22 sentinels, that wouldn't take long. Uncommon fish. Gathering milk, that's really easy. Make quicksilver, which is one of the currencies at the anomaly. That changes every 10 minutes. Okay. That's what my Corvette looks like. 3 engines on the back. Like I said, I'm trying to make a giant platform just because I really would like to have flying animals, but it's a real pain. Only certain ones you can get. Like the beetles I have. So, yes buttons. Type games. Okay. I got these guys. Which really I just switched the color on that guy. And I got Ant Looking Monster, which I built based on his planet. Which his planet is terrible. I got this guy built on one of the planets. One of my mines is on his planet. Which they had a variant, which is this guy, which shows up in the arena, which is nice. And these are the originals. This guy changed his color. And his stats. Got one of these. And he's actually huge, he's not small. These guys aren't either. Found this thing on a planet, I'm like, that's pretty cool. Found this guy recently. Like a flying anteater. Change the color of this guy. Which I might change again to see if I could get something better. And that's that guy from that planet I was just on. With dragonflies. A different beetle. He's like a all frost attack, which is kind of cool. Found this guy recently. I'm like, I gotta keep that guy even if his abilities are terrible. Found a couple robot planets. I only kept one of them. Okay. So let's switch back to my ship. Okay, so what was I going to do next? Probably should go get that ship. Show all the process of getting those parts. And this goes right to this point. Most spaces, or I know. Okay. Okay, so cobalt mine. Yeah, most of the bases I've built so far, it's like there's a cool animal there, or there's cool ships, or there's a resource I need. But usually I'm building on a planet that doesn't have any fauna for a specific reason. It's because most of the time I'm trying to gather distressed ships, crash ships. And I've noticed if there's literally or little to none fauna, it's a lot easier getting ships. It cuts out the whole "I'm going to help you, pilot." you have to scan more because it's only like 25% of getting distressed ships. Cuts out the whole, I gotta help you. And the way it works is there's a set amount of ships per star system. So since this planet has no fauna, I don't have to worry about getting helping stranded pilots. No, this one doesn't either. I think this... No, this one has people on it. Or creatures on it. So if you went to here, you'd have to deal with crash pilots as well as distressed ships and freighters and everything else. I'm just cutting out by being a dead planet. Wait, I didn't explore this? Why not? Flying, ground, underwater. I'll go do that too. Okay. That's weird. Maybe it was a mountainous planet. I don't really like those. Okay. So I turn on my bot's AI so it'll walk around all weird. Okay. Come here, buddy. Okay, there's a crash freighter. If you're near those, you can go do that. Which I don't really have any interest in that. Not at the moment, maybe later. Okay. Not interested in the freighter, buddy. Let's go for something else. When it says no building, it's trying to get one of the other structures. No building. Let's give it a little bit. Nope, no freighter, buddy. Nope. Now, first, I'm like, oh, there must be nothing else but freighters on this, right? Yep, no other structure. Go ahead. You can do it. Nope, not the freighter. Come on. There, finally. Alright, so it'll probably be the red one first. We'll see if it is. But then after that, it's just non-stop crashed ships. Alright, so how much time does it take to get there? 10 minutes. Any ship here? Looks like it. Okay. So this is a hauler, I think. Yeah. So this is one of the ships of this system. Okay, let's export that. Switch to... Which you can get resources and stuff from this when it's spawning correctly. But otherwise, let's see how much I got. Make some more of these. So all you need to actually repair a crash ship is dihydrogen jelly, metal plating, and hermetic seal, which you know up to 12 ships. So if you have more than 12 on you, you're good. So I'll show you that real quick as it saves. Oh, it's a Class C ship, but you can steal pretty much the cockpit, the wings, and the engine. Now each system has different ships, and then there's certain ships you can't scrap, so it's only money from that. And just the wings aren't bad, but the other stuff's kind of neat. So prepare and claim. And then you just want to repair these two things so it can move. Bing. You need purify rate. It's not hard to make. And then I like to spawn it over here, so yep, it can definitely move. And that's all you need for taking it back to the station and scrapping it. To get the wings, the cockpit, the engine, or the whole ship just for credits. Okay, on to the next spot. No freighter here. Okay, not distressed. So that way. Now the only reason my mech's blue is because all those parts on it. Now I wish I could color those, but it is what it is, I guess. As soon as you slap those skins on, those parts from that quest line, it's blue. So a minute, fast travel that. So no ship, so it must be the other thing. Which is great that thing follows me around, because walking around with that would be a pain. Okay. So it seems like there's always one of these, which I'm not really sure what they do. Where you just go up to here and it says like iteration, blah 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 blah. And it's only once, so. Yes, we get. There's none of the other structures, none of those pilots. Hello. I know it's only 25% of what I want. There we go. Now for me, it's the best way to get money versus farming so much stuff, mining so much stuff, creating the most expensive components, which I haven't even started that. I'm like, no, that's too much of a process. No, this way at least you can go get ship parts, get some money. That's why I play games. I like to do multiple things at once, so getting ship parts, modules for ships, is the best way. Okay, what's this? Oh, it's a fighter. Okay. So essentially, if you like this ship, you just get his wings, cockpit, engine, and you can change it to whatever color you want. That's it. Okay. Since I have all the parts to repair it. And what I've noticed, like if you wanted an S-class ship, you could technically repair it on this and take it off. That could be useful if you don't have a lot of nanites. This is one of the shields I have on my main ship. Let's see, where is it? This sucker. It's X class. It's 37%. And the S class is 30, so that's technically better. I found it on one of these ships. Not specifically this ship, but you know. Okay, clean. So repair. So there's that. Which if I wanted any of the parts, I could just take it back, scrap it for that. Now if I scrap the whole ship, I get a bunch of C-class stuff. So if you class or scrap an S-class, you get a bunch of S-class stuff. Just keep that in mind. Okay, on to the next ship. I'm really hoping I get the S-class in these 12 ships I'm getting. So I've gotten 2 on this so far. I stashed 1 and scrapped the other. So that's also why I'm trying to get parts for these ships, because I can actually stash them. The big Corvette you can't, which is kind of dumb, in my opinion. So I made like a secondary Corvette. I'm like, oh, I can just have 2, right? No, you can't stash them. And then the only way to get rid of it was literally selling it to an NPC, so that wasn't that fun. So that's a shuttle. Which this one you can't pick any parts from. It is what it is. So it's either you like it or you don't. Now, since this is an A-class, I'll get A-class parts. This one has an S-class shield if I needed it. Which the most expensive part on there is the wiring loom, which is 40,000. but you could have an S-class ship and just install it on your main ship or whatever ship you find. There you go. Okay, let's clean this. Do I stash on this guy? Yeah, that's what these are. They're a bunch of S-class ships I found and stashed for later. So eventually I'll make a hauler or a fighter or a solar ship. So right now my explorer's good. Let's repair this guy. And she only needs this one repaired. But when I scrap him, I'll get a bunch of A-class mods, which are decent. Okay. So I can move, so I can sell or scrap, which is just selling for that guy. Okay. On to the next ship. And there's the S-class ship. Now, it's not my favorite kind of looking ship, but it's S-class, so you get S-class stuff from it. And I think it's worth like almost 10 million if you scrap it. S-class. That's a terrible shield. Claim ship. I don't know why its texture is gone. It's all completely black. It's usually red and black. Yeah. Some kind of game glitch. It is what it is. Okay. Well, this is an exotic ship, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think so. So you can't really get any parts from it. It is what it is. And you'd have to go through and repair all these things, getting platinum and I guess platinum you do need for that. I'm going to have to get like a perfume mine if I ever want to restore ships instead of just scrapping them. So I have one of these in my inventory anyway. Okay. So it's repaired. And how many ships do I have so far? Just 6. Okay. So I can technically go gather another 6, which I haven't found the Explorer yet, right? Yeah. Let's go do that. Oh yeah, before I forget. Wish the color wasn't bad, but it is what it is. I like this. this down at the bottom, that's the code for this planet, if that's important to anybody. Okay. So I don't know. I've only been playing in 100 hours, so I still don't have the glyphs unlocked. I've just been exploring and getting ship parts. And getting bug helmets, because that was neat the first time I got one of those. I'm like, that's pretty cool. Wait, where am I going? Okay. So another shuttle. Which, what I've seen for getting ships that are crashed, usually the hauler is the most money you can get. Obviously there's going to be some differences there, but usually the hauler you get more money for. Not this thing, but with some haulers I've gotten, it's almost some like 10 million. So this thing's only worth like 3. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get like 2 out of it. S-class ship, 30%. That's cool. And this thing doesn't have personal space. I haven't noticed. Do you, Mantor? Nope. Always in my face. Okay, next ship. That one was quick. Another shuttle. Which I don't mind these. If you don't like what they look like, you can just still get money out of them. So does that mean shield? Weird. Okay. This one's B class. It's not as good. Okay, so how many ships gonna get? 5, 6, 7, 8. But it doesn't show you the one that's currently equipped. So I can get 4 more. So one video I saw, the guy's like, I farmed all these parts, but didn't actually show where I got them. So I'm like, I need to show this, because that guy clearly didn't explain it. It's another attack ship. And normally if I please respawn correctly, oh, this one's working. Okay, the text is not working. But usually you get so many options and then you get like a resource out of it or a cockpit or... I've noticed the text in this is not flawless. Okay. So you can collect stuff from this. Usually you have to like collect stuff from that. These things. So it's not just getting the ships, you get other stuff with it too. And what I've noticed is these things are here too. So this is great for early game if you're just going to farm ships, get money, get salvage data. And I only restore this because this guy's dumb. He'll walk in that pit. Okay. Well, yeah, you can get a bunch of stuff from here, like ammo or whatever. I usually get something from that. And X-class ship, 27%, so it's not better, it's worse than an S. Okay, compare. On to the next ship. This game so far has been nice. It's like I can just hop in, understand a little bit, but Well, the game's pretty simple. Ooh, solar ship. Nice. This stuff hasn't respawned. Okay. How about this? Okay. Solar ship. So it's got those solar sails, got those wings, and then the cockpit. Do I want those solar wings? A class, that's terrible. Okay. Not really, but that's, you can get an S or better. Okay. So prepare, claim. Now I'm thinking about making a solar ship. This is kind of cool. I think I have most of the parts anyway. So I think that's the cockpit. And I probably have the other parts somewhere else. Yeah, one thing would be nice if they actually added, like, this is the type of ships in this solar system. Then I can look back like, oh, there it is. Right now there's nothing like that in this. So you kind of have to make like a mental note like, oh, I really like that ship here. Now to see the ships are usually in this system, you have to go to the starbase and just wait. And most of them will show up. But the quickest way to actually find out like every ship is the way I'm doing it. Get the Minotaur, scan the planet, fly with your ship to this spot, rinse, repeat until you're like, yeah, I found every ship on this planet in this solar system. Oh my god, what's wrong with this? Okay. Compare. Claim. That's all repaired. And that's not good shield. What is that, like a B? So actually can get better, but you gotta check out the stats. Okay, so how many more ships? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I guess I'm done getting ships. Okay. So to Starbase. Which there should be one in the system. Not always, but there should be. It looks like that's where my freighter is. Cool. So if you want to see what ships are in the system, just sit here and wait, more or less. And also spawn in other ships that are not in the system, so no guarantee of actual ships. Alright, let's spawn in. If I don't want to scrap that first, I can, but I'm just going to get rid of shuttles. Okay, this guy I can get rid of. If I wanted an S-class ship, I could. I'll just show that real quick. So, chromatic metal, sodium, which is easy, and this is an expensive part, 40,000. And then you just store it on yourself, and you can put on any ship you own. And you know it's an S-class 30, you're all good. And it looks like so far that's the only part you can take off, but it would be cool if they added like weapon modules and stuff like that. Okay. That's barely on there. That's different. Hauler that's not available, not available. Shuttle. Okay. So those would be the ships that are like a stranded person's in, if you're on a habitable planet. Is that the Explorer? I think that is the one I can get by just getting distressed ships. Because that's what I wanted to find. So technically you can go get 2 of these, get those wings, 2 of them get those wings, and then 1 for the cargo. Or the cockpit, and you can have any configuration you want. So if you wanted 2 of those, you can, or 2 of those, you can. It's nice that the left and right are not like specific to ship. Okay. Yeah, do I have enough space? Yeah, kind of pushing it. Okay, what's the class on this? A class, so I should get A class mods. And then salvage. If you can take parts, this will be available, but this ship you can't, so 2.5 million units. Yes, you want to confirm doing this? Yes. And it gives you components versus just giving you the money straight up, so there's that. So I got an A-class hyperdrive, A-class shield, and then these are the components, which should equal to 2.5 million. I don't know if it does or not. I'm hoping it does. Alright, and originally you have like a starter ship that's in the first slot. So you have to stash the starter ship and then bring out the main ship you want to switch to. If you want it always in your first slot. So I'll go to the freighter and show the whole you can stash ships. Which anything on this ship would be lost if you stashed it. So keep that in mind. Okay. So switch to the next ship. Oh, and be warned, you know, you could accidentally scrap your main ship. Please don't do that. Just be mindful it switches back to the first ship, whatever it is. Okay. So this one's an A class, so I should get more A class mods. And this ship, shield I can just take. Okay, I'll just do that. 2 S class shields for nothing. Just keep an eye out for that, because you can have 3 S class shields on a ship. Okay. 2 million for this one, sure. I have so many trade goods, it's taking up my stinking slots. And go to Starship. That I can just buy my Starship. Super gunner, I might need Starship. Fusion accelerant, sure, Starship. Processor, that's money. Now, realistic, I don't need this much ferret on me, or all this could be stashed. But this time, I don't need it. Well, the meat I can go sell, I guess. Alright. To the next ship. Another shuttle. And this one's the B class, so it's only going to get B class mods. B class hyperdrive, B class shield. Let's see, how much money am I going to get from this? This is the hauler. Let's see first. C-class, if I wanted the wings, I could. S-class shield, if I wanted to repair it. But salvage, since this is a hauler, it's 8.6 million units. And I can get the wings anytime I live on that planet. So, money! Since it was C, I got C-class stuff. On to the next ship. So one of the assault ships. It's the cockpit's fine. Engine's okay. There's 3 different engines, I think. And the wings. This probably won't work at the moment because it doesn't like scrapping all these ships. Oh, it might work. Fighter. That's what you really scrap ships for, is getting unique parts so you can build your own. It's kind of cool. Hopefully you can find a ship with these parts. This one needs fuselage, wings, thruster. Which thrusters, only 3 different types for this one. Yep. And the thrusters I like. This one's okay, but the other 2 are better, I think. As the UE goes all funny. Okay. So let's say I don't want 1.3 million, which is weird. I can get the cockpit for, it'd be like $500,000. If I get the component, that's all I get. Yeah, like engines, wings, cockpit. So you don't get any of the money out of it, you just get the component. But this thing, so this is only 300. So I missed out on, what, $1 million? But if you really wanted that fuselage, there you go. Okay, on to other ships. .3, yeah, why not? That one I got a weapon from, photon cannon, cool. So I'm gonna go sell these before too many slots. Yeah, so I'll purchase your slots. New. Ooh, scanner module. Yeah, I'll get that. So I'm still working on all my other multi-tools. Wall splitter, yeah, that's what I want. Okay, switch to sell. Get rid of that. And this. And that can go. And B class can go. That can go. And I think I don't need A's anymore, I'm just trying to get S's. Well, this is one way to get nanites. See, I like to do a little bit of everything when I play games, so it's like I showed earlier, I got so many mines going. I don't really have to mine anything. Okay. Make sure I switch out my ship. .3, yep. Here's the S-class exotic weird looking ship. It's a B-class shield, but I should get S-class mods and he should be pricey amount I get from it. Yep, almost 10 million. Can't break any parts from it, but money. So like I said, I already have one of these stashed, so there's no point having two of them. And I can always farm more too. I just got S-Class, Pulse Engine, Hyperdrive, Shield Module. Cool. And also storage expansion for any ship. And it looks like my slots are full. Okay. Starship. And mine's equipped. My little explorer shuttle. Let's expand his storage because I just got one. Upgrade. Now to upgrade storage, right now it costs 24 million, so each one of these runs I should be able to upgrade like once. But if you get storage expansion, it costs nothing, and I can choose to upgrade technology or to actual storage. There's technology I think is good for now, so I'm going to upgrade storage. Right now I got 300 million, so I'm going to upgrade some more storage. We're at like 3 slots. Let's purchase for 24 million. Bing. More storage for me. Okay. So what other ships do I got? The solar ship. Let's see if this thing's still busted. It is. Here. It's already got the cockpit. I think I have the wings, so... How much money do I get out of this? 1.6. I'll take the sails, so I have them. So now I'm just left my main ship and my Corvette. So that means I could go gather another 10 ships if I wanted to. Might as well stash this thing too. Alright, let's go sell those. As the text doesn't work. Okay. So that can go, that can go. And this is for fishing. I keep it on myself. So as it's annoying when not, you'll switch this to it when I want to. Okay. Let's go get money. Don't need any of that. Silver, that's not bad. I don't really need silver. So I could get almost 10 million from that. Yep, let's do that. Copper, it's not much decrease either, so I can get 1 million from that. Yeah, why not? Here's some money from that. Chromatic metal I gotta make, so I'm not selling that. That's not a bad price. I can get rid of all that. For 1.4, yeah. Do that. Meat chunks. I can have it. I still don't know what these things are used for. As there's one for each one of the races. Ooh, 15 million, yes. Gold, yeah, I can get a better price than that. Rusted metal, yeah, maybe. Platinum, I can get 4 million for. Yeah, it's my platinum. 8.5, yep, get rid of those. Some more meat, get rid of that. Ooh, I can sell my cobalt for 1.3. Yeah, do that. 1.6, yep. So I'm almost back to where I was. So I probably could get some more slots. This is all I've been doing for like, I don't know, a couple of weeks. Exploring a planet a day or a system a day. I've been focusing on getting storage for ships, which I've been working on this guy and my Corvette getting ship storage. So bing bing. Another 50 million down the toilet. Yeah. There's the hauler. And I got rid of a lot of stuff in my storage. It's good. Now I sold a lot of stuff because a lot of stuff I have on my starship. So I'm not really worried about my stash. Like 10,000 of everything I actually harvest on it. I have 10,000 platinum on it to ship, so. And then you can spawn this guy pretty much anywhere, so. I had the aqua jet, so if I'm on a water plant. Okay. So I guess to the freighter so I can stash this stuff. Looks like I sold everything I could. I probably could do arena battle real quick. I'm pretty sure I'm not terrible at it. I might be. Is this the better side or is it that side? I think this one's better. As one of these sides, your battles are obscured by people on the sides. Okay, let's begin. I got Boulder, Red Mage, Crystal, which I gave them their own names. Okay, begin. Yeah, so this one isn't bad. So the other side, you'd have like these guys just standing in front of your stuff. So I'd suggest not playing over there. Okay, let's see. Goat thing. Let's see if this hits him or not. Okay, that was successful. 3 turns, he should be dead unless he cures it. Okay, he tried to burn me. Alright, so if he cures it, he'll also get heavy damage. Then I'll just put up my shield. I'm glad I found this bug. It's like everything I wanted. Oh, it's almost dead. Good. So, mudslide, yeah, let's see how that goes. Boulder. If it hits him, he'll be dead in 3 turns. Yep. Okay. The red mage it is. Fire shield, 41%. Blocked. He's dead. On to the next. Now, Boulder and Crystal are pretty much the same bug, so. Let's see. They shouldn't kill him. But if you want everything level up, you have to use each one of them. That just turn off the switch. Boulder. Let's reduce his attack power. Yes, the shield will protect you for no one. Oh, you're gonna get me in 4 turns? Alright. That's what my team consists of. Which he's pretty much the same bug, just switched his color out. This guy's great. Does a lot of fire damage. Fire. Removes positives. Fire. Blocks damage. Fire. That's what I've noticed, is this one's great. So if they want to like cure all their debuffs, they get a lot of damage. And then if you have the one where it does 3 turns and then it kills the target, it's great. It's like a combo. This is just a change in color. Yeah, Boulder's great. And there's different versions. So if they have less than 1800, they're pretty much dead in 3 turns. As long as they don't cure it, which this bug has. So if they do cure it, they get a lot more damage. I'm just hoping that they get more creature slots, because that would be really cool. I know I'm only using like half mine, but also I'm really selective. So having a farm with these guys would be cool. Okay. And I can spawn these guys anywhere I want. Let's see. And this is not his actual size. He's a giant monster. Sure is. Okay. So I'll go to a planet where you can actually see his actual size. Okay, so to the freighter. I'm gonna see if the expedition's done or not. Probably isn't. I think I did the long one. Like 24 hours. That's weird. Here's all the storage, so if I want to store stuff I can. That can go. And these don't stack, so that kind of sucks. What else can I stash? Let's see. Alright, probably should be doing that.
Technology recharge.
I can stash that. Yeah, one thing that's bugging me in this is there should be a way to sort this stuff, you know, just like a click and it sorts it. Otherwise it's fine, I guess. Like, if I could expand the storage would be nice. Yeah. So right now there's no way to sort. So all I've been doing is in the 9th storage, or generally 10, putting ship parts, because at least I know where all my ship collection parts are. So 4 of those. Some exosuit. As it saves, yep. And these are all pretty much the parts I've collected, but I'm probably not going to use. So I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll use that. Maybe. And then you can do farming on the ship, which is kind of cool. But to get enough that's actually useful, that'll probably take a while. Wow, I've harvested 80 plants. Tells you how much I crop. Not much. Okay, let's see. That goes to that. Now, is this done or no? Guessing not. Okay. Upgrades. I still gotta do that. Warframe. I have the original ship, the starter, and then I got the S class. And I'm not sure what these other two are. Wait, I think one of these is like on a sentient plant. Ships. Is this a hauler? Could be. I wish they showed an image for it. But it is what it is. Okay. And essentially, you can go, I want to stash this ship, or I want to pull it out. So I think you can have 18 in here, I think. If I remember that correctly. And you can't stash a Corvette in there. Which is, I guess what it is. And this guy's probably still busy. Yeah. Did everything on here. Might as well go see if I can get smart around mold. These are some of the ship parts I've collected. And I think I stashed most of the ones on this. So I was expecting this to be a lot quicker than... Yeah, settle down. Yeah, that's where I stashed everything. I do want to make a hauler and a solar ship eventually. Well, I'm just seeing what I can find. Going to each system, seeing what ship's available. Scrap an S-Class if I can. Might as well show that, I think. Might as well grab that.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Alright, so a distress signal on this planet can be probably that red thing first, and then it's either a pilot stranded or ship crash. Which I've seen, it's usually a crashed pilot which you have to go help. Usually it's repairing the ship or something like that. So me being on a planet without fauna, I get to skip all that. This one, nope. Okay, is there a pilot here? We'll see. Yeah, there's a pilot here. What's your problem? I can understand half of it, and then blanks out. Yep. Oh, here you go. Get out of here. Yep. Go. Yep. Get out of here. Yep. And like I showed at the other spot, usually these are here, which I didn't notice at first, but most of these spots, you can get these. Okay. On to the next spot. Yeah, I'll go to a freighter. I usually don't need anything from them.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Okay, so where's the thing? I'll have to turn off this AI because it's annoying. That's usually why I don't do these missions. You just walk around all like, ah. Weird. Alright. I did turn that off, right? Weird. Okay. Which I'd probably do these freighters, but since I have to dig this stuff out, it kind of annoys me. If it was just walking through corridors and gathering boxes, it'd be fine. Just I tend to avoid these missions. Okay, it's not giving me a prompt. Well, I can't show that. Well, there's usually two things. You pull it out, and then it gives you something. Maybe this will work. Nope. Okay. Well, anyway, to show this, let's make this bigger. You have to go through and dig all this stuff out. Oh, here's one that actually is working. It's like, oh, there you go. Drag that out. Drag that out. And I got salvage data, which I can get anyway. And there's radiation, yay. But essentially, there's 6 of these cargo things, which I think there's 1 or 2 more under this ground. And then there should be one down in here. So I've only been playing this like 100 hours, so I don't know where everything is. Yeah, there it is. And then there should be one more, but I've never found it, so I don't have the patience. Okay. Fusion talk. Bad. That's all it is. So I usually avoid these. Other stuff I do, I get more money for. Okay. What was I thinking? Yeah. So I'm probably going to take a break in a little bit. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, what's here? So that's down there. And it looks like the red marker. Okay. which I'm not really sure what this is, but it seems to be one on every planet. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna take a break. Fly back to base and call it good, I think. Oh yeah, I probably should save up the settlement. So every 2 hours I gotta mess with that, which isn't really important, but I think my settlement's right over there. But it doesn't always load in, so I like to teleport there to a portal. And engine won't work. And I put these green markers so I can find runaway mold easy. As long as it's there, which it's there. Okay, cool. Which you can only have 4 markers on a planet, so might as well mark these guys out. Really? You had to crush one? Here. Alright, where was the other green marker? I swear I saw it. There it is. So yeah, I'm gonna get off and save up my settlement. I gotta turn off his AI because it's too close. There you go. Yay, they want conflict resolution. Yay. Alright, what's their issue? Do I really care about gambling? I'll just take money from them. Which money doesn't really matter at this moment anyway. So my maintenance cost is down. Happiness 156%. Sentinels eventually will attack. What bugs me is this thing's always a day in so many hours. Wish they could be reduced for, you know, productivity. Most of these things I've upgraded. What do I need for that? What construction? I think I was making a bar, I think. It's like, do you want to make that or another trade post? I got like 2 or 3. Carbon nanotubes. I think I gotta make those. Yeah, here, so 10. And there you go. Start the next process, which is another hour from now. So yeah, I'm gonna take a break while it's doing all that. And that's why I put a save point right here, so I can just quit. Let's see what happens in an hour or 2. Okay, so I'm good for now. Yep.